So you know it's hot outside, and that means sweating, that means oiling, that means all of the work that we did on our face is not lasting. Like, it doesn't make sense. It needs to last, right? So if you want to see my long wear matte foundation routine for oily slash combination skin girlies like myself, then please keep watching. It's real simple. You're gonna love it. It's like a 5-minute routine. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, leave me some feedback, join me on social media. As I'm gonna on my social media, I'm gonna leave my links in the description box below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right. So as you saw, we're starting off on freshly cleansed skin, and now I'm gonna go in with a toner. This is my Cosrx AHA BHA clarifying toner. And this will just help further to neutralize the skin, close up the pores a bit, make them a bit tighter. To minimize the greasiness or the oil production later on. Next up, you're going to end with a very light, more like gel based moisturizer, which have the simple, which I am going to use instead of my other option, simply because it's going under my makeup. And okay, I feel like that's the best application of it, so I'm using this much. And the reason why we want to put moisturizer under our foundation is because when your skin is lacking hydration, it can cause an overproduction of oil and sebum to kind of make up for the lack of moisture that exists. So you don't want your skin to do that. So you want to be very mindful about putting moisture, but what kind of moisture. This moisturizer has no oils in it. It's not heavy, it's very light, and it has a gel-like texture. So if you want to use a moisturizer under your foundation or your makeup products to keep your skin as hydrated as possible but not oily, then I definitely recommend getting something like this, or the La Roche-Posay. The Neutrogena Hydro Boost is another option, and there's one from The Ordinary as well. I don't remember the name. So that's it for skin prep in terms of skincare. Next up, you want to go in with a primer. So I want to go in with a primer at this point, and this is just a Shine Control Oil Free Poreless Primer. It's a drugstore brand, nothing fancy. And the key with a primer is that you want it to dry down on your skin. It allows it to get tacky and really hold on to your makeup when you do start applying your foundation and complexion products. Remember that with primer, you don't want it to you don't want to rub it into your skin. You want to just gently glaze it all over your face and then allow it to dry down, as I said before. So I'm just using this handheld fan, or you can just allow the time to pass for it to dry. Okay, so at this point the rain was falling really hard, so I have to do a voiceover for you guys. I'm using the Maybelline 30 hour Superstay foundation, and this is oil free. It's for people with oily skin, and there's a list of foundations for people with oily skin, and it also contains like skincare products. Some have niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, etc., that help to maintain the skin. So I'm using my fingers today. I just felt very tactile. I wanted to be like hands-on with my skin, and besides, I feel like sometimes using the hands is just best to get the product to melt into your complexion, and to just know and cover every base, because it's very much intuitive. When you use your hands, you get to know the curvature. You don't miss any divots or peaks or valleys or anything like that. So I'm using a half of a pump. So one pump did the bottom of my face, a half a pump is doing my forehead, and it looks a bit yellow right now, but it's going to oxidize in a few seconds, so it's going to look more into my natural skin tone. So yeah, I'm just making sure to rub it out and to make it as even as possible. And already it feels really nice to the touch. It's not sticky, it's not greasy, it's not oily. Yeah, I'm showing you. It's feeling good. Alright, then I'm going in with some concealer under my eyes. On the middle of my brows and the tip of my nose and chin. Again, I'm using my fingers to blend out underneath my eyes. And if you don't want to do this, then you can obviously use your brushes or your blender sponge, etc. I find that when you're doing under eyes, sometimes the blender sponge picks up a lot of the product and leaves you with more of a bare or minimal look. If that's what you're going for, then by all means, then you can use that method. But for me, I feel like at this point, my fingers is just doing what it's supposed to do. Alright, and at this point we're going in with our powder, setting powder, foundation powder, whatever you want to call it. It's just a skin colored loose powder for me, and I'm going to be using one of those little triangular puffs and going in underneath my eyes first. I don't bake. I feel like baking sometimes can be so counterproductive because it can really dry out your skin and get your makeup to be more cracky or crackly than anything else. So I'm just going to be doing the regular powder routine, getting it all over my face, pressing it in well. And I love these little triangular puffs for that, because you can really get your two fingers behind it and, you know, push the product into your complexion as much as possible. I'm not doing any eyeshadow, so it's gonna be good for me to, you know, just go over my eyelids as well. Okay, and this is what your complexion is looking like just with that routine, and I'm pretty pleased with it. I'm gonna add a few more products to it, just to give some dimension to my complexion. Okay, so this is the finished look, and if you ask me, this is a flawless beat, and this is so simple. The steps are so simple, they make sense. There's nothing too crazy. There's no putting like a bunch of drying products on your skin beforehand. And people use hacks like using what's the name of the thing, magnesia, milk of magnesia, or like calamine lotion. I find those things really dry out your skin and have the reverse effect of like cracking up your makeup and making it look absolutely atrocious. So it for me, I really do like this. It's a very lightweight foundation. I think it's buildable coverage, and as you saw in the beginning, it wasn't looking like it was spot on to my complexion, but I guess it's something called oxidization, where it's exposed a little bit more to the air, and then it reaches, you know, its real match lock in with your skin tone. So yeah, this is me, and I love it. So if you guys like the video, please don't forget to give me a like, comment, share, subscribe, all the things, and please engage with me in the comments below. I'd love to speak to you guys to find out what you want to see more of, what you enjoy from me, and let's just build a community together. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.